Hey guys, today in this video we're going to be building and having a look at the LEGO Ninjago movie. This is set 70611, the Water Strider. It's recommended for ages 8 to 14 and has 494 pieces and comes with 4 minifigures down below. A big thank you to the folks over at Warner Brothers Consumer Products, and LEGO Ninjago movie for making this review possible. Again, big thank you to them. Package artwork or box artwork. You have the Strider featured on the front, which looks actually to be a fun build. The back of the box. I have actually already opened this. Back of the box shows you the Strider as well as the 4 characters included. And on the side of the box, those are the characters that we're going to get inside. So the minifigures are Shark Army Thug, Puffer, Naya, and Kai. That's the actual size of what the figures look like. And that's your box. We're going to get this built. So this is the box. And this is what the finished build looks like when we're done. It comes with a very large instruction guide showing you step-by-step instructions on how to put together the Strider. Fairly straightforward instructions. Because there were more pieces involved, it took me, I want to say about 40 minutes or so to build. Now granted, that's 40 minutes. I was watching TV and stuff like that as well. But a fairly straightforward, easy to build piece that when you're finished, you get yourself the Strider, and it looks quite cool. Before, I'm just going to peg the little saucer dish here back to the side. There we go. Before we have a look at the Strider, let's have a look at the figures that come included. We'll start first with the Shark enemy, the Shark Thug here. Shark Army Thug. He looks quite cool. He comes with like this little fish dagger, fish sword sort of thing. He doesn't have any sort of alternate head print because of course he's wearing just a little beanie hat. I like that he's got a little eye patch and he's got some stubble on the sides of his face. Kind of looks like it's mutton sideburns, like big pork chop sideburns. Some nice printing on the front of his torso. And the back of the torso looks quite good too. I dig the fact that they come with these little fish weapons. I think that's neat. And you can just put that into his hand. And there's the Shark Army Thug. Moving along, we've got Puffer here. And I'm digging the look of this one quite a bit. Comes with almost sort of like a hammer, somewhat. Still has the like little fish bottom to it. And this one doesn't have also any back printing on the back of his head, which is actually strange because like the helmet covers it, that they could have put printing on both sides. This one's very similar, doesn't have the eye patch, mind you. It's got a little bit of a goatee and some stubble on his face. He does also have, let me just take his head off. He also has like a little torso piece that you can either leave off altogether, which he does then have a very similar looking torso to that of the Shark Army Thug. Very, very similar, although this one's got bare arms and slight variation to the front details there. And we'll just put that back on. And put the head back on. And put on this really neat puffer helmet here. That's fun, I like that. Okay, so we'll put that back in his hand. And we'll put him back over there. Okay. And then from the ninja end of it, here we have Naya, which I guess you could technically remove the top if you want, but the mask actually has to go underneath the head. And she does have an alternate face. We just move the mask out of the way, so you can go either or if you want. The faces actually are not that much different other than the mouth. The mouth, you can see she's got a smirk here, and we just flip it around to the other side. This one here has more of a serious look on her face. This one also had a skirt that had to be applied. You know how I feel when it comes to fabric skirts, but I persevered, and this one's got like a little fabric skirt. Has an interesting spear. I like this, how it's got the little tassel at the bottom. Some nice front prints there on the torso, spin around as well. Some decorative art on the back. And then again, you got your little skirt going on there. So that's Naya. And then the other one that we got was Kai. Now I've given them all. I've given an extra sword. Came with an extra sword, but the two swords are also in the sheaths on the back, the two katana blades, and you can just pull those out and slide them very easily into place. We'll take the extra katana out of the hand, and we'll take the face. The face has two facial expressions, one more of a smiley face, and then one more of a serious face. Now this one would look distinctly different if you rotated the head. So, for example, let me just show you what I mean. If you rotate the head, there we go, and we rotate back the mask, and then put the top of the hood on, the top of the ninja hat on there, you can see much more jovial looking facial expression on this one. I like the red on this as well as the printing on the legs. I think that looks quite nice. Nice looking minifigures. Actually, nice figures. All four of them are really nice looking pieces. So we'll just kind of move those all out of the way. Like that, like that. There we go. All stand perfectly fine. And let's have a look now at the Water Strider. What a fun looking piece. Very insectoid, very arachnid-like in shape, although it's only got 4 legs instead of the 8 for it being a spider. It's got some cool stickers that have been applied all over it, so some stickers go onto the bottom of the footing, as well as Strider and the line sticker there goes on the sides of the legs, and some detailing on the top. And that goes on all 4 legs. At the very top, you've got a couple of flags. And this cockpit here does open up. And inside you can fit 1 minifigure. Just bring those up. And you know what? We'll take the thug. We'll take the fish out of his hand. And we'll put the thug inside. Move his hands just a little bit. There we go. And then we can just put the cockpit back on top. There we go. And you can have the thug piloting the Strider. The Strider has lots of cool features to it, and really super articulated as well. There's a ratchet top turret, basically the area where it sits. These are adjustable, but I find sometimes they do pop off from time to time. And then, of course, you've got the main articulated legs. And then the feet as well are articulated, ball jointed on these, so you can get a lot of different poses and stuff. I like the underside as well. Pieces that we've seen before with Lego, especially growing up, I remember seeing like the space Lego having this piece, but they've done it really in a fun translucent blue. Some nice translucent blue making up some accents to the Strider, which primarily is black and gray. But like the blue really gives it some added jazz up appeal to it as well. Now there's a turret. I didn't put the pieces in because they have a hair trigger, but you can take these little extra blue Lego pieces and those just fit into the turret. And just plug those all into place. There is a total of 6. It's kind of hard to get in there. And I'll just kind of put 4 in there for now. There we go. And then if you spin it around to the back, it has this kind of tubular back point section here to the Strider, where if you rotate it, it rotates, if you can see it, this little dial underneath, which feeds all the way through to the front turret. So when you rotate this, you probably know what to expect. You rotate it, and the turret rotates and fires those pieces off in the process, and they go all over the floor, and I'll never find them again. But that's okay, because that's fun. I probably will, I'm sure I don't have to stress this, but you know, when it comes to the turrets, I would say if you're not playing with it, probably take those pieces out just in case you accidentally bump them. And those, of course, shoot all out at your sister, you know, the dog. You don't want that. You definitely don't want that. But really a great, fun build, I have to say. It was a little bit more involved. Generally, I like building the small pieces because you can just pick them up, build them instantly, and then you've got the finished build. This one took a little bit longer, but the end result, though, is a fantastic looking build set. I like the look of it. I like how it's superposable as well. And I generally just like things that are kind of walkers. I seem to kind of be more interested, like even Star Wars and stuff like that, the AT-ATs and the AT-STs. I generally really like those because I just like the idea of an upright walking, machine. And so like this specifically is right up my alley. I really like how it turned out. You get 4 minifigures as well, which is quite cool. Overall, just a great fun set. Today, once again, we were looking at the Lego Ninjago. This was set 70611. This was the Water Strider. And again, big thank you to the folks over at Warner Brothers Consumer Products and, of course, Lego Ninjago for making this review all possible. If you guys want to certainly see more of the Lego Ninjago movie build pieces, certainly stay tuned because I'm going to do a whole bunch of other ones as well. And certainly as well, if you're a big fan of Lego, got a playlist on this channel specifically for Lego. So you might want to go over and check that out when you get a chance. And certainly stay tuned, guys. More videos are heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.